guys, welcome back to the contextual channel. In previous session we have discussed about the version history of the Visual Studio, as you can see, and we learn about the version history of the C Sharp. Okay, and after that we also created one of the console application in Visual Studio 22 professional. Okay, and we tested out the one program in console with printing project name here, and we trying to understand, we discuss about the console applications namespace and using keywords here. And so today, guys, we are going to discuss about after run the application, what's the mean of this coding, which is mentioned for display the message on the program. So first of all, we have to when we create the program to display the name, we need to use some namespaces which is built-in namespace which is defined by Microsoft Visual Studio. That using is keyword which is blueprint, and system is inbuilt extension. Similarly, second namespace, if we talk about, this is also using system dot collection dot generic, which is reference of the network .NET framework namespace. Okay, so all these five namespace are called under the reference of .NET framework namespace. Okay. So after the discussion of namespace, when we create a project, then we have to mention the project name at least. So when we create the project name as like C# tutorial, we mention here, this is also called namespace of this project, which is user defined namespace. This is not every inbuilt namespace. So this is called namespace name, but this is not inbuilt namespace. This is user defined, I mean developer defined namespace, which is created by us. And we we created one class under the namespace of C# tutorial. That class name is program. Okay, and this is the curly open bracket we just mentioning, and then we will mention the void method, static void main method, where we just going to just print hello words. So first of all, we have declared the data type, that is string, because we are mentioning the message keyword, message word. So message is the word that can be under string data type. That's why we mention first of all string, and then we mention the message. So that hello word, um, word which we mentioned, which is stored into the message under the string data type. So under the message string. Okay, and then we will just put the console.writline method, which is built-in static method, which is available in the Visual Studio. And then we will pass the message keyword, message string type under the function to call the method. And then we will run the program, uh, and then we can see that hello print will be there. Okay, So whatever we have discussed, it is also there in the instructions. Every .NET application task the reference of the necessary .NET framework namespace that is planning to use with the using keywords, as like using .system.text as we discussed earlier. Similarly, whenever we declare the namespace for current class using the namespace keyword, as like namespace C# tutorial dot is first program. Okay, then we will declare the class using the class keyword, that is class program, that is the program name of the classes. Okay, the man is a method of the program classes. It's the entry point of the console application, that is static. Okay, string is a data type. Okay, a message is a variable. So here message is the variable of string data type. Okay, and hello world is a value of the message variable, and the console dot writline is a static method which is used to display a text on console. Okay, this is clear. um, when we compile and run the C# program in this code, we will get the hello world print in the output. This is the uh, programming for hello world printing. Okay, we talk about now the next topic, C# keyword. That C# keyword is uh, you know um, keywords is a keyword. It cannot be used as identifier, first of all. And we talk about the C# contains a reverse reserved keywords that have a special meaning for compiler. Okay, these reserved keywords are called keyoards. Keywords cannot be used for an identifier, the name of the variable or class or interface, etc. So we will deep understand what is keywords and how the keywords are under reserved keywords or non-reverse keyword. Okay, so now we will try to understand keywords in the C# are distributed under the following categories. See, there are, I meant to say, keywords are, there are lot of keywords available in C#. Okay, so which may be reserved keywords, non-reserved keywords. Okay, this is the first differences. Okay, now we are going to discuss about number of keywords which are available. So modifier keywords is a type of one keyword that's are specify the keyword that indicate who can modify the type and type members modifier. Okay, and or prevent the contents and part of the program by being modified by other parts. Okay, so modifier keywords are showing here with the name of abstract, async, const, event, external, new, override, partial, read only, sealed, static and unsafe and virtual and volatile. These are the called keyword, which is uh, modifier keywords is called. Okay, now we talk about access modifier keywords. So access modifier keywords are the keywords which is built-in keywords. Okay, that are applied to declare of classes, that are maximum time they are using for declare of the classes, method and properties, and other members. They define the accessibility. In actual, access modifier keywords are the keywords which are using for accessibility of the class and their members. Okay, so for remember part, we need to understand. Let me just open my notepad and I will show you how we can remember the access modifier So we can understand by PPIP. Okay, so PPIP is a short form of access modifier for remember in the future. Okay, so here P P I P. P stand for public. Again P stand for private. Okay, I stand for internal, and P stand for public, private, internal, and protected. Okay, last one is protected. So this is the remember method which we can use PPIP. There are total 4 types of access modifier keywords which is available in built-in, um, uh, which is in build access modifier, which are mostly used for accessing the key classes and classes members. Okay, so again we will just deeply understand and discuss about access modifier and their uses. Okay, public access modifier allow any part of the program in the same assembly. Same assembly means that under this assembly, this is the solution. Under this assembly, if there are many kind of projects available, then we can use this public access modifier. So this is called same assembly or another assembly to the access of the type of and their members. Okay, private the private access modifier restricted other part of the program, means other programs cannot be used by using private access modifiers. Suppose if we declare private modifiers in the classes, then developer cannot be use the other part of the program and their members by accessing the types and its members. Okay, so only the code will be used and accessed in the same classes or struct can be accessed. This is a difference. Other hands, public access modifier can be used publicly in the same assembly or other assembly of the projects and all members. Okay. Internal is nothing but a public. Internal access modifier is nothing as a is nothing but work as a publicly. If we not define any access modifier, it will be work as a internal only. So internal access modifier allow other program code in the same assembly to access the type or its members accessible. This is default access modifier if no modifier is specified instead. Okay, the last one is protected. The protected access modifier allow codes in the same classes or class that derive from the classes to access and their the type or its members. Means that access modifier always allow codes in the same class. It means that we can access the codes in the same classes or a class which was derived from the other classes. Suppose we derive the classes from the base classes, so base classes members can be accessible uh, when we use protected access modifier. This is the difference. Okay, so again the next topic is statement keyword. Okay, this is another keyword which is called statement keyword. Statement keywords are mostly used when we use the statement kind of keywords. Suppose statement condition based. Statement may be condition based. Just condition based means that if condition we put, then we can use if is keyword. Okay, else keyword we can use. Switch, suppose we are putting switch statement, then switch keyword we can use. Case, do, for each, in, while, break, continue. So these are the different kind of statement keywords which use. Try catch mostly we will use whenever we want to handle the exception handling error we use, then we can use this try and catch, and finally keywords according to the requirement, checks, fixed and log. Okay. One of the another keywords is called method parameter. Method parameters keywords are the keywords which are mostly um, uh, used under the methods to define the parameters. Param, suppose, ref and out. These are the three types of the method parameters keywords. Namespace keywords. What are the namespace keywords? Namespace keywords are the keywords which is inbuilt namespace. Okay, just like using. Using is a blueprint and keywords which is by default available in the .NET framework. Operator denote with the dot uh, two time semicolon operator, external allies. Okay, so this is the four types of the namespace available in keywords name. Operator keywords. Operators keywords can be used as, await, is, new and size of, type of, stack, hello, check, unchecked. Okay. Access modifier means base we can use. Access keywords are used to access the containing classes or base class of the objects. Suppose we want to use this keyword, so this keyword can be used when the under the class we define the method, and under the method we define some objects, and whenever we want to call the objects under the method we can use this keyword. Okay. The next keywords called literal keywords. Literal keywords mostly used whenever the boolean types of result like null, false, true, values, void. Okay, so this is called literal keywords, which is also available for the codes. Types keywords means we have type of keyword. Data types means type keywords means data type keywords which are used basically for defining data types. Suppose boolean, we use boolean keywords, then we will use bool, byte, character for char, class, decimal, double, enum, float, integer, long. S byte, okay, unassigned byte, short, string, struct, undefined integer, undefined long, um, undefined short. Okay. Next keyword is contextual keywords, which are mostly used as a consider as a keyword that is mostly used in a specific context, which are not reserved, so that we can use as a name or identifier. Okay. Add, variable, dynamic, global, set and values. These are the contextual keywords. Contextual keywords are not a convert into the blue color. This is totally like keywords work as a keyword. It is not blueprinted color. Default color are keywords in Visual Studio. Okay, when used as identifier in Visual Studio. For example, variable in the below finger is not a blue, whereas the color of this blue color as variable is a, suppose these keywords are not in color blue, then it will be called as a contextual keywords. Okay. We have given some example how we can identify reserved keyword or contextual keywords. Okay. Whenever we want to use reserved keyword, then we have to use the prefix here, as like we can show. We have defined one public class. Under public class name is class, which we using prefix at the rate, and then under this class we will again define one static integer variable. This is contextual because the color is not blue, but for this keyword it will use as a reserved keyword because this is reserved keyword string. Okay. Query keywords are the keywords which is also called a contextual keyword using in linked query, in the link queries. Okay, so link queries keywords are showing here in the below. The name like from, where, select, group, into, order by, join, let, in, on, equal, by, ascending and descending, means that these keywords are using whenever we want to use these keywords for run the query, basically used for database. As mentioned above, the keywords cannot be used as an identifier. Okay, however they can use the prefix at the rate. For example, the classes is reserved keywords. Okay, so it is cannot be used as an identifier, but at the rate class can be used as so below. Okay, so again, the one of the example, we have defined one class as a publicly, and under this publicly class at the rate, that we have defined some properties, um, that data type is integer. Then and reserved classes, we can use the my property name variable and define the value. Okay, this is example. Now the next topic we will discuss Shisha variables. So Shisha variable, first of all, before we understand the variable, first of all we will try to understand how earlier the calculation is calculate that value. So we will give some expressions in the example. Okay, first of all we will try to understand how the values are calculated. Suppose we have given 10 plus 10 is equal to 20 plus 10 equal to 20 plus 30. So normally we are going to do some basic mathematics. So 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 10 30, 20 plus 30 equal to 50. So this is normal calculation in mathematics form. Okay, here we can say in the example 10 plus 20 is equal to 30, 5 into 2 is equal to 10, and 10 oblique 2 is equal to 5. Now consider the following expression. Okay, suppose that we are going to do some programming, and we have variable x, y, z. Okay, and we are going to give some initialization. Suppose x plus 20 is equal to y plus y plus 10 is equal to, okay, and z plus 30, suppose, okay, and we have given value x is equal to 10, y is equal to 5, and z is equal to 2, suppose. So how the value will be added here in the formula. 10 x value is 10, means 10 plus 20 is equal to 30 is the answer. Similarly, y value is 5, so we will add 5 plus 10 is equal to 15 is the answer. Similarly, z value is 2 plus 30 is equal to 32 is the answer. So here we want to understand how the above expressions are fixed. Okay, I'm again repeating the same kind of an example here. Suppose x plus 20, and that above result expression depends on the value of the x, y, z. For example, if x is equal to 5, okay, then the result will be x plus 20 would be 25. Similarly, x is equal to 20, okay, then result will be x plus 20 would be 40. In similar way, the result y into 2 depends on the value y is the result, then result z upon 2 depends on the value of z. Okay, so x, y, z are called variable because of their value can be changed. Okay, the same concept is used in C#. In C#, the variable is stored in the value of the specific data type. It can be stored as a numerical, character, string, or other data types of the value. You can declare the assign a value to a variable like integer x is equal to 5, where int is data type, x is the name of variable, okay, is equal to is a operator that assign the value to variable, and 5 is the integer value assigned to the variable x. So here is the syntax which we can follow. Okay, so let me copy to show you how it can be represented data type. Okay, so we just mentioning open bracket, close bracket, which data type. Okay, so first is data type. So first is data type means that data type can be integer, float, string, and etc. Variable name can be anything based on developer requirement and understanding. Okay, the value will be numeric, not decimal, etc. So in example, we 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 work according to this format of the syntax. So what is that type? That type is integer. Okay, variable name is x, and is equal to value will be 5. Then you can see type is integer, variable name is x, is equal to operator, and value is 5. So this is the example how to declare the variable and variable value at a time. Okay. So this was the example. Similarly, in the PDF file, if we check the another example, we have given the data type integer, num is a variable name, and 100 is a value of variable. Okay, so this is the example. uh, Again, we will just understand how we will given the value of the variable and how we can declare the data type. So here we declare integer data type and given the name of variable is num and given the value 100. Okay, for float we have written float is data type and variable name is read, and the make sure we need to make sure that whenever we declare float data type we have to give the value, and under the value type we need to mention at the end f that denote as a float. For decimal data type also we have to whenever we declare the decimal type of data type in variable, then we can we can as also allow the value, mention the value, but we have to mention m keyword when we declare decimal data type. Okay, chr means character, we have to mention character under the character. Boolean means possibility whether true or false, so we can use. String means name, name means kind of string keywords we can use, so we have declared string name of the variable. Okay, the following are the naming conventions for declaring variable in the C#. Variable name must be unique. First of all, we need to understand. First of all, variable should be unique. Variable name can be contain letter, digits, and underscore only. Okay, variable's name must start with letter. Variable names are case sensitive. Okay, we should make sure variable name cannot be contain reserved keyword, must prefix before keywords if we want reserved keywords as a identifier. Okay. We need to always use prefix keywords if you want to use reverse keyword as identifier. Okay, so C# is a strongly typed language. It means that you can assign a value of a specified data type. You can not assign an integer value or to string type or vice versa. Okay, this is example. See, so this is invalid. This is also invalid. We are declaring integer data type, and now we will given the value of string. This is wrong. Suppose we are giving data type integer, then we have to mention data type value is integer only. The second example, we are declaring data type integer. Okay, integer have num is a variable name, and we are initializing 100, so num is not the variable, correct variable, and that assignment also not correct, so we cannot assign the value like this. Okay, this is also invalid assignment. We suppose given integer as I and we not define the value of the variable. This is wrong. It should not like that. We should always declare the type first, then variable, and then their value. This will be a good approach. See, this is the right approach how we can use it. So what we want to explain here, multiple variable in single line. Suppose we have repeatedly mentioning the uh, different values under the same variable. We declare the data type first integer, and we declare the variable name as a num, and we first value we will assign 100 and second value we will assign 200. So .NET, whenever that console.writline static method call the you know variable as a num, they always give the I mean latest one output, that is called 200. Okay, so this is example. Again we are trying to understand the data type, variables and values. Multiple variables of the same types of can be declared in the multiple lines separately by comma. Okay, means that if we want to declare multiple variables with the values, we can use it definitely with the help of comma putting, and the compare will be considered to be one statement until the encounter as a semicolon. Suppose that if we put the semicolon, then it will be not considered as a one statement. If we put comma, then it will be considered as a one statement in the declaration. Suppose that we are here mentioning comma, means that I, j and k are considered as an integer value data type. We can also mentioning in such format: I is equal to 0 comma, then under the new line we will mention j is equal to 10 and k is equal to 100. This is also good. There will be no issue if we mentioning in such way. Okay, the value of the variable can be assigned to another variable on some data type. However, value must be assigned to a variable before using it. Okay, so we just wanted to show, if in case we declare I variable under the integer data type as a value 100, and we initializing j is equal to I, then j will be definitely the output will be j is 100. So we can we can do some assignment based on the requirement accordingly. Okay. So the last example which we want to show with variable and expression, we are giving the example with the data type integer I is equal to 100 value, and j we again given the logic like the j value, how it will be calculated. Integer j is equal to I plus 20, means that I, if I be declared as 100, then 100 plus 20 will be 120 will be output for j. Similarly for I, if we mentioning 200. So this is the example like how we can do the assignment of the values for the calculation part. Okay, so this is example. So guys, this is enough of the today's session. We will discuss on the next session that C# namespace. I hope you will like this video, and also I will request you, if in case any questions, any query, please comment on the comment box and like this video and subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.